The boots were by the door, polished, black, shining like they belonged in a showroom, not my hallway. They weren't mine. I stood there longer than necessary, staring at my reflection curved inside leather that had walked confidently across my floor. The house was quiet except for a laugh drifting from the living room. Her laugh. Soft, breathless, intimate. I stepped forward. She was wearing the red dress, the one she claimed was too much for normal evenings. She sat comfortably in Daniel's lap, my closest friend, wine glass in hand, fingers resting against his chest like they had found permanent placement. They didn't move when they saw me. She smiled. "You're early," she said calmly. Daniel didn't even attempt to stand. Then she tilted her head and added, "You always overreact. You've already killed enough friendships with your paranoia." Killed. The word echoed. I hadn't killed anything, but friendships had died, one by one, people distancing themselves, fewer calls, fewer invitations. And now I understood why. The boots weren't the betrayal. They were the evidence. It hadn't started that night. It started months ago. Subtle shifts, locked screens, late-night venting sessions. My name spoken in a tone that felt rehearsed. She said I was distant, controlling, intense. Maybe I was intense, but intensity is what happens when you feel something breaking and no one else hears the crack. Daniel had become her confidant. He'd tell me to relax, that she just needed space, that I was imagining things. And slowly our circle changed. People stopped sharing things with me. I began noticing careful glances exchanged over my shoulder. Then I saw a message by accident. "He scares me sometimes." She had written that. About me. I have never raised a hand in my life, but perception is stronger than truth. She wasn't just cheating. She was rewriting the narrative, turning me into the unstable husband so her betrayal would look like escape. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I apologized that night. Soft voice, controlled tone. "I overreacted," I said. She looked victorious. Daniel looked amused. They thought I doubted myself. That was their first mistake. I began observing. Calm on the outside, precise on the inside. Shared cloud storage is careless when you underestimate someone. Photos synced automatically. Hotel mirrors. Her red dress reflected in glass. Daniel's boots visible at the edge of frames. Messages followed. Not just between them. Between her and others. Selective screenshots of our arguments. Cropped to remove context. Highlighting my silence like it was menace. She had curated sympathy. I gathered everything. Bank statements, timestamps, voice memos, and then one recording. Her voice, laughing. "He thinks he's the wolf," she told Daniel. "But he's just a wounded dog." I replayed it several times. Not with anger. With clarity. Wolves don't argue. They wait. The truth crystallized when an old friend sent me a group chat thread. "Hey, I thought you should see this." There it was. Paragraphs describing me as emotionally unstable, suggesting I had violent tendencies, framing herself as trapped. My silence had become her weapon. I printed everything, every contradiction, every lie. Then I invited them over. Neutral tone. She wore the red dress again. Daniel wore the boots. I placed the folder on the table. "What's this?" she asked lightly. "Your story," I replied. I pressed play on the recording. Her laughter filled the room. Her exact words echoed back at her. The color drained from her face. Daniel stared at her differently now. I slid printed messages toward him. Ones where she mocked him too. Called him predictable, temporary. "You weren't special," I said quietly. "You were convenient." Silence thickened. For once she had no script, no angle, no clever reframing. "You told people I was dangerous," I said evenly. "That I killed friendships." Her lips parted. Nothing came out. I didn't yell. Didn't slam the table. Calm is more terrifying than rage. I'm not here to argue, I continued. I had already forwarded the full conversation, unedited, to everyone she had manipulated. Not revenge, correction. Truth without commentary. Phones began buzzing. Notifications lighting up like distant thunder. Daniel stood first. He didn't look at her. Just picked up his boots. She reached for him. He stepped away. Then she looked at me. I didn't mean it like that, she whispered. You meant every word, I replied. And I stepped back. No insults, no drama, just withdrawal. She had tried to isolate me. Instead, she exposed herself. The house is quieter now. No red dress in the closet, no foreign boots by the door. Some friendships returned. Not loudly, just steady. I didn't ask for apologies. Truth recalibrates naturally. Sometimes I replay her laugh in my mind. Not because it hurts, because it reminds me I didn't pull any trigger. I didn't ruin anything. I simply stopped defending myself against a lie and let the lie collapse under its own weight. She called me a wolf once. She meant it as an insult. But wolves don't beg to be understood. They observe. They calculate. They act once. And when they walk away, they never look back.